in 1968, and I saw Hubert Humphrey and Nixon campaigning.
Hubert Humphrey, who is
He
Hubert
was the
Humphrey?
vice president under Johnson.
Okay.
And so he was campaigning
Kennedy?
to become, well, Johnson was after Kennedy.
Kennedy.
Then Hubert Humphrey was his vice president. So he was running for president.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then so was
Looks
Nixon.
like he eats gumdrops, that guy.
And so it was really interesting when I listened to the debates, and I didn't understand maybe 3/4 of it. But I had a friend that spoke German, and he translated for me. And when I heard of what Nixon said, it was so opposite of what I grew up with, which I didn't like, where government was kind of in charge of everything. Socialism was the system that I grew up in. So when Nixon spoke, I felt like, wow, get government off your back.
Get the
That
government
sounds
off your back.
great. Wow, and lowering the taxes, strong military, strong police force, strong this, strong that, and a strong economy. Let the people be free. Let them shop all around the world, and blah, blah, blah. And I said to myself, this is like unbelievable. And then when Humphrey spoke, it was like I was back in Austria. So then I said to myself, what are the parties here? Because I didn't understand really the parties yet.
Why? What was it about Humphreys that made it feel like you were back in Austria?
Well, I said government is the solution.
Oh, I see. So he was more like the cage.
We all know that the government is not the solution. I mean, it's like the free enterprise, the economy and all this. You got to let people be free and not be controlled by government. Government is good, but you have to find kind of the middle ground of all this stuff.
Yeah, you can't. If you rely solely on the government for your life, then you'll be a part of the government, basically.
Well, and you become a vegetable.
Yeah.
Because they create the safety net, then you don't have the will to really kind of make it on your own. So what the big advantage of coming to America was that there was no safety net. So I was on my own.
Yeah.
So I had to get really creative. Okay, how can I go to school and educate myself? How can I go and get more English classes? How can I go to Santa Monica City College and at the same time work? And at the same time train 5 hours a day and do all of those kind of things. So but it was up to me now to be successful, not up to the government.
Oh, I like that.
So
So
government
freedom.
was providing the opportunities
The
and all
structure.
this, the structure, but that is what I enjoyed. And so this is why I became kind of like a Nixon Republican. And people always were kind of like, especially in California, which is a much more liberal
how could
state.
you be a Republican?
Yeah, so I really enjoyed it. Nixon, of course, came from California.
Mr. President, I just want to tell you that I came to this country in 1968, which was the time when you were in the middle of your presidential campaign. And at that time, I came from a socialistic country, Austria and Germany. I listened to the campaign speeches, and I became a great fan of yours, and also became right then and there a Republican. This is the truth, I tell you. It was the first time I heard someone talk about freedom, making your own decisions, not having government get in your way when you create a business, not having government on your back all the time. All of this kind of dialogue about opening up the country, getting rid of protectionism, all of this kind of things sounded so wonderful to me. So wonderful, I said to myself, yes, I want to become an American. This is the country where I want to stay. Yeah. This is the kind of politics that I believe in. I'm absolutely grateful that you have invited me down here, Mr. President. It's the first time that I had a chance to meet you personally. So I want to thank you very much for this invitation. I want to also thank you for making me into a Republican.